Okay, so I got some great news, and production will begin on Hemi V8s in August of this year. So everybody's going to be excited. Finally, we can get back to American muscle pickup trucks. Hopefully they drop them back off into the Chargers, and they bring out a Cuda, or they bring out a twin turbo Viper, or some small SRT4 and the V6s, and get back to what the American market have been asking for the longest. Hey, we already know Stellantis is dumb as a box of rocks to get rid of the V8, and go cold turkey with the V8 and just go inline and EVs and try to push little hybrid Hornets on a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and replace the Hellcat and Scat Pack Charger with the Hornet, and replace the Challenger with the EV Charger. It was just dumb as a box of rocks. Like anybody can see that was a failing strategy. But now I'm hearing it's a lot worse than we think. I'm hearing people saying that these EV cars the batteries are already dead off the assembly line. They can't even send it to the dealership. They probably have to go redo the whole entire car, probably electrical systems. Batteries are dead. I'm hearing, no, they're not selling. The EV Charger is not selling. And then they could be facing bankruptcy. Now, I heard two different content creators speak of this. Two different, and I'm pretty sure they have some very reliable sources. And I'm just like, okay, so how, like, it's not rocket scientists, right? To just say one engine type have destroyed this entire platform. Stellantis, all you had to do was, even if you had the top trim levels, the Scat Packs and Hellcats, and you had got rid of the 5.7, probably even the V6, which you shouldn't have anyways, because that's the GTs and XXTs are the most affordable in the Challengers, Chargers, and the Chrysler 300s, right? These jackasses got rid of everything. They axed everything. We don't want nothing. All we want is EV. We want to follow. We're trying to be by the book. We want to follow the regulators. They said that they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And why the car is overpriced if you're following the emissions? If they're giving you emission credits, why are the cars way overpriced? Why is everything extremely expensive? It don't make any sense. Oh, parts and labor. Development and research purposes for EVs, all this high-tech electronics that we're putting in these cars, parts, chips, everything. Remember, we had the chip shortage and the cars was overpriced, and they just kept it expensive. Now they have the chips, and now they don't have an excuse. Now they're just saying, oh, inflation. Like, bro, really? Inflation? Okay. And we having two reliable sources out here saying, well, this could possibly be the end of the road for Dodge. Maybe they should just, take them out, kill them off, and just be Ram, Chrysler, Ram, and Jeep. Because Dodge, who wants a Dodge with just an inline and an EV? Like, really, bro? Come on now. Like, I understand. I get they're owned by a foreign company. Dodge is foreign. We get that part. But shouldn't you know the market that you are buying? Like I said before, you don't buy McDonald's and serve tacos. The math ain't mathing. It makes zero sense. You're a burger joint. You're gonna buy a burger joint, and people are gonna come in there looking for a hamburger, a Big Mac, and you're selling tacos. It makes no sense. It's like trying to sell somebody a hot dog without the bun. Like, what I'm saying? They're trying to get over. They're trying to have their cake and eat it too. So they're trying to get all this emission money, incentives, all of these deals that they were giving people to save on money, save on cars, like they did back in 2015, 2011, '07, back in all those, the golden age of muscle cars, between the Mustangs, the Dodges, and the GM and Camaros. Now we're getting to this. Like, there's like, oh, we're in a different time. They're using an excuse. Oh, it's just a different time that we're living in now. Oh, everything, times are changing. We're moving forward to the future. No, you want to move forward to the future so you can charge more, because some manufacturers can't keep up with the latest technology, like Mercedes, Beamer, BMW, and Audi, and high-end luxury brands, Lexus. Now you got Genesis, you got Acura, Infinity. Dodge is never meant to be that. But Stellantis, they're stubborn, stuck in their ways. They only can think, top dollar for every car. And the reason for that is they're a foreign brand. You know, they're like like Italian cars. They like Maserati and Alfa Romeo. They want everything to come off the assembly line at least 70 to 100K. At least that's all they know is their numbers are different. Only thing they think is big numbers. And over here we're like, wait, that don't equate to what? Wait, even if they want to charge 100K over there in Italy, it should not be over here. You mean to tell me the EV that nobody wants, like they're gambling? Like I said before, EV, you're gambling. That's like the casino. That's like Bitcoin and crypto. It's gambling. It can go up or it can go down. It can tank and go down at the snap of a finger. So being that everybody trying to keep up with Tesla, and Stellantis wants to beat Tesla or compete with Tesla, and it's just not working because the math ain't mathing. You know, the fan base, this is not, they want the V8s back. Bro, simple as that. You're risking your entire company over one engine that you stood on business with. You said no to the V8. We're not making any more V8s, even though we only have one car, one trim level, the Dodge Charger EV. They came out with one trim level, overpriced the entire thing. For what reason? Who knows why it's overpriced? I heard another content creator said in the Mopar community, he said a few months back, he said, how can you follow all of the directions, all of the admissions? You're going by the book, but your car is still way overpriced. Ain't that's the reason? Isn't that the reason, right? Let me rephrase that. Isn't that the reason why you went EV? It's to give us fuel efficiency, lower costing EVs, so that people can get back and forth to work, long mileage with plenty of power like Tesla, to compete with Tesla. That's all it's about. They see how good Tesla was doing. They wanted to gamble like crypto and Bitcoin. Now they see that it tanked like crypto and Bitcoin. And it's like, okay, who's going to invest in my company? Who's going to help bail us out? We don't have the last administration anymore. We don't have the yes man anymore. That was the last administration when they messed up the whole entire automotive industry. And then from California regulators, they have to say so whether we get the Hemi back or not. And it's like, you mean to tell me you're gonna let Hollywood dictate the entire country, and we can't even vote on that? That's not even a vote. That's not even on a template or whatever to even vote against that. Like, you're gonna let them be a dictator and dictate how we drive, how we save our money, how we buy our houses, how we drive our car, over emission credits? Talking about green cars. We need green cars we can't even afford them. The average person they can't even save up $1,000 in the bank because the cost of living is too expensive. People have maxed out credit cards. They're getting loans. People are getting repos. And then you're going to come out with the EV that's double the price of two SXTs, Dodge Chargers and Challengers. You can buy a Dodge Charger and Challenger 2023 SXT. Well, before, I would say let's go back down to 2020 before they went crazy. Before Stellantis fully took over and overpriced everything, just say double it, triple it. Because we're greedy, and it's not going to come out of our pockets because of these emissions, these stupid emissions. So you mean to tell me California shot us in the foot because of their emissions? And regulators just come out of nowhere. They just come out of the woods. They come out of nowhere, out the blue, and just say, hey, you know what? Cancel the V8. EV. Hybrids for everybody. They're gonna love it. They're gonna shut up and drive. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we did not ask for this. We didn't ask for it. We do not want it. It's not American. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's like they disrespected us. They disrespect our culture. They spit in our face, and it's embarrassing. And Stellantis should be ashamed of themselves for letting the last CEO, Carlos, come in there and destroy your whole brand over getting rid of. You would have came out better paying those emissions than getting rid of the Hemi. You would have made more money, and he would have kept his job. Yes, it would have cost the company a lot of emissions, but we didn't know that the new administration was going to be in there and they were going to say, okay, no more emissions. See, they were moving too fast. The last administration was giving them everything they want. They were, you know, they had them on the bottle. You know, they had the nipple in Stellantis' mouth. They were feeding them milk. They were milking us. like a cow, like a milk cow. It was milking the hell out of us for everything we got. These are crooks, man. These are crooks. These Stellantis, they are not our friend. If there is a new administration change within the next 4 to 8 years, they're going to do the same exact thing, seem like, because they're so hell bent on their regulators over there in Europe and across the world. And so it's like, we don't really rock with y'all like that. It's only business. And we're forced to do it. It's not that we want to do it. That's why they shot down every manufacturer that make V8s. That's why they fired everybody and laid thousands and thousands and thousands of people off, because we already stood on business. We don't want the V8. So do we leave and go to GM and Ford? I don't know. That's case by case basis there. That depends on the person. How you're feeling right now and how I'm feeling, it may be time to pack up and go, represent somebody else. Because I think Mopar is pretty much dead without the V8. It ain't gonna be, yeah, the Rams are cool, but it's like, bro, everybody ain't hard up for a pickup. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, if the inline flops, they have zero choice but to announce the V8, bro. Like I said before, they could save the company, just drop the new Charger frame on the old chassis, the old body, all the internals, just refresh the whole thing and go back to the old chassis, that was on the 2023, Chargers, Challengers, and the Chrysler 300s. Bring the lineup back. Like, it was more exciting when we had way more cars to choose from instead of one car. When you go to the dealer, you see 1,000 EV Chargers out there that don't nobody want, a bunch of scrap metal on the dealerships that don't nobody want. So will this dumb, stupid mistake that Stellantis made, will it kill off Dodge? We don't know, man. I mean, it's hard to really say when they say they have let's say they have 3 to 5 years to correct this. 3 to 5 years. I'm pretty sure we will be able to determine from here on out, from at least 3 to 5 years, if Dodge is going to be around. I'm thinking they got at least about that much time to gain some traction. If they don't gain any traction, yeah, I'm thinking Mopar is finished. I don't even know if Ram is going to be enough. I really don't. It's because you got rid of the Trackhawks. You got rid of the TRX. The Durangos is hanging on with the thread. They're way overpriced. They doubled every price. Like I said before, if you get a Charger EV RT, you can buy 2 XXTs, Challengers and Charger. 2 of them for the price of 1 car. That's an EV that we didn't even ask. We would take a V6 over the EV any day, twice on Sunday. And if people can afford the V8s, that's great. But the fact that they can at least have something to look forward to work towards in life. They say, hey, one day I do, maybe like 2 or 3 years, I can save up enough to get a Scat Pack or a Hellcat. That's what we have been groomed to, and just like, this is the Mopar way, the community. This is what they do. They flip cars. And now that you ripped that away, it didn't make the fan base. First of all, it destroyed the American market. Like, when it comes to horsepower, muscle cars, sports cars, it destroyed it, because Ford took that and jacked the Mustang. They doubled the price on the Mustangs, so now they're being less desirable. Like it's like, man, they really did mess the market. One company messed up the Camaro, messed up the Ford, because Ford, they got greedy. Chevy, GM, they didn't want to pay all these emissions, so they canceled the Camaro. Everybody's like, are they going to bring the Camaro back? We don't know. Is it going to be a sedan? Or are they going to bring another Chevy SS sedan back out to compete with the Charger 4-door? And Mustangs talking about they're going to bring out a 4-door. Like, what do we do? And I'm hearing Dodge is about to be dead they're DOA. They're dead on arrival with these Inline-6 because there's no desire for them. Like, a lot of people are excited about the Ram RHO because it can compete with something, the Raptor. But the Charger don't have nothing to compete with an American brand with the Inline-6 muscle car, And Mustang, they have an EcoBoost or whatever, but it still wasn't meant to be their top dog. Like, Dodge is trying to make the Inline-6 the standard output and high output, their standard. And everybody's like, no. Just the power. You would sell probably a lot more of those than you would these EVs. It would probably it'll probably loop the EVs 1,000 times. Like, nobody, these EVs, they're way too expensive, and the market they're just not at a high demand. I'm sorry. And for the 1% of people that do like them, listen, I hope you enjoy your EV. You know why it lasts, because it looks like they're about to be killing that off too as well, because they're just not selling. Why keep beating the dead horse and it's already dead? Like I said before, they're gambling with EV. It's like crypto and Bitcoin. You're playing like you're at the casino and you have a gambling problem, and your best friend is say, hey man, get up, it's time to go. Let's go do something constructive with our life, like bring the V8s back. That's going to actually make us money, and stop gambling with these EVs and these Inline-6 out here. That's stupid. Like, it don't we have to continue to protest, because if you don't stand up for something, that means you don't stand for nothing.